Hi ladies, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself while we're waiting for some ladies to come on for Amanda's Lilla Rose style up tonight. So this is a style up with Amanda Kress, and I'm gonna wait for some of the ladies to jump over from the group over to this page. I've got a lot to demonstrate tonight. I'm gonna try, it's gonna move quickly, but we're gonna go through Flexis, U-pins, hair bands, hair sticks, different types of U-pins, a Swerve. So I'm gonna give you a sampling of all of the Lilla Rose products and not all the ways you can use them, or we would be here probably for days, but variation of styles of each product. So I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about myself and how I came to find Lilla Rose. I am not a hair person. I never was, never have been. Still don't consider myself a hair person. My sister did my hair for every dance or prom I ever went to, so I was not into hair at all. But I was at Celtic Festival several years ago, back in 2014, and I saw this gorgeous jewelry, and I walked by and I stopped, and then I noticed and realized that it was for hair, so I just kept on walking. But circled around, it was near where my daughter was performing, and so I thought, well, I'm just gonna check it out. So I started watching. And then I was pulled in, and I'm like, oh, but I don't do hair. I said, it's beautiful, I love them, but it's just not for me. I can't do hair. Convinced me, I tried it. I immediately fell in love and got into this. I had never planned to sell anything, much less anything in direct sales, but I fell in love with the product and couldn't help but share it. So here we are, and I am thrilled that Amanda has come across these products and is getting actually double hostess rewards for the first time ever with Lilla Rose. So this is exciting. This is the first time they've offered double hostess rewards. So I'm excited for her. The link should be shared. I'm gonna double check. Can you see the link? Does it look clickable?
I'm looking in here.
It should be in the title of the video. If not, I will make sure that's posted. If you're in a part of Amanda's party, can you see it? Okay. If you're part of Amanda's party in the other group, it is listed there also. So hi Amanda, I see Amanda's there. So it'll be in a couple different places, but you're welcome. If you're just watching and catching and you're jumping on my business page and you might not even know Amanda, you are so welcome to order on her link and help her out if you see something that you really like and you would like to have soon. So that would be awesome. But I'm gonna start with the Flexis, and I'll continue to tell a little bit about the different products, the opportunities, and some of the specials that are going as we kind of work through the products. And I actually have 25 styles that I could potentially show you. If we get to them all, we'll see how the time goes, because I don't want to keep you here all night with just the Flexi. And I'm gonna start with the small because that is my size. It is the most common size. And we have Flexis from the mini to a mega, and I can't believe I did not grab a mega, but they're huge. And they can even work for curtain tie backs. I would use extra large Flexis on my curtains, so we're gonna learn how multifunctional they are. But there are 7 sizes, and the thing about the Flexis, they are made out of piano wire, okay? So they're bendable, they're flexible, and the pin is attached, so you will not be able to lose it. It has 3 to 4 notches, you can see that there. 3 to 4 notches here on the pin that allow you to put different amounts of hair in. One of those notches will click onto that bar there. And it's the tension between the flexible part and the pin that allow them to work the amazing way they do. They are the most comfortable hair accessories out there. Elastics can break your hair and damage your hair, and just sometimes are painful, and you'll often get what I call that hair ache at the end of the day from pulling on your scalp. With the Flexis, you don't have that because, actually with all of our products, because it locks in on the hair itself. It's not pulling on your scalp. So, like I said, I'm starting with the small, which is our 3rd size up. I'm still gonna go over the extra small and the minis, which is the extra, extra small, but I'm gonna start with the small since it's some of the most common sizes. Now, your size is going to be, well, you might use multiple sizes, and I will show that, but your typical Flexi size is going to be whatever your ponytail is in. So this is the open flower, okay? It's got some black beads, and you can kind of see through the flower there. So whatever your ponytail is, that's going to be your Flexi size. You just want it to be able to tug on it and it not slip out, okay? So isn't that much prettier than an elastic band? So that is the ponytail. Then I'm going to grab another one. This just happens to be our Flexi of the month in the jewel tones. It's kind of like a feather with the jewel tones. It's so pretty. This, I'm going to try a half back with that same Flexi size, the small. I'm going to do a half back. Okay. Again, it just slips through, it bends, and catches on one of those notches. So there's the half back. With that same Flexi, I'm going to do a French twist, and I'll be doing this particular twist all night. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. You can use your finger or your thumb, and I typically use my thumb. You hook your hair over it, and then you twist it, pulling it up, and the hair comes up into the twist, and then you kind of locks in there. And whoops, no, I set the Flexi down. Where did I set it? I'm going to do that all night. I'm afraid, there it is. Sorry. Okay. So I'm just going to stick the pin under the hair, catch hair from both sides. This flexes over. Find the end and push that through, and it locks on to that notch. And you have a French twist. Are you able to see that? Does it show? Okay. It's such a pretty one. I just love this, our new Flexi. So now the Flexis of the month, since I'm mentioning that, Flexis of the month, we call them FOTMs, because they're only available for 1 month at a time. We find out what they are usually the first of the month, and then they're available to the end of the month or when they sell out. Now, some of these, we also have these in new pins, which I'll show you later, have already sold out. So it pays to check in early in the month before they're gone, because some of them times they will sell out within the first couple days. But those then later become available to hostesses. So Amanda is going to have access to the Flexis of the month for the whole past year available to her. So that's a nice option too. So for the next one, I am going to show you a tails up. This is with Toney. It's got some turquoise and some copper. And for a tails up, I'm just going to twist that hair and pull it straight up. Catch hair on both sides. And I flip my hair over. This is a style I like to do when my hair is curly. So if I kind of straightened it today, so some styles work better with straighter hair, some are better with curly. So this is a style I would do, put up wet. When I get out of the shower, towel dry my hair, scrunch it up, do that, and place the curls where I want them for the tails up. Simple all day hold. I do not readjust this all day. Once it's in, it stays in. So that was the tails up. And then, let's see, I've got the pony, the half back, tails up, and I did the French twist. Okay, so those are the 4 basic ones I demonstrate quickly at shows, which are very simple. Now I also want to show you some variety. So I'm gonna see, let's see. Okay, see, I'm trying to remember, I have all these, I don't even know what to call some of them. One of them is called, I call it a half bun, half pony. Oh, let's see, I already used that clip. Let's try another one. Let's see, here is a copper Celtic knot. I like that one. Okay, so this one I'm going to start it like I'm going to do a bun, and then but leave the tails out. So I twist it like I'm getting ready to do a bun like that. But before I go around, I'm going to leave those tails out. It's kind of like a, but it looks a little different than the tails up. A little more purposeful, I guess. So you have a bun, but it's really a ponytail also. So it's kind of a slight variation on the tails up, but it comes down. Again, I like to do that one with curlier hair. I just like it when the curls have their natural wave. Okay, now normally, let's see, I'll try it with this one. This is one of my favorites, our freestyle, okay, in a small. Normally a bun, if I wanted to encapsulate all my hair in a bun, I would need probably a large to get all my hair in a bun into a Flexi. But I'm going to show you a way that you can use a small with a bun. I'm going to even show you how you can do a bun with an extra small. But with this one, I just twisted a loose, and I kind of a bun, and then I kind of flatten it out. And then I'm going to go in one side of the bun, come under, grab hair from underneath, which is key, come back up, and hold on to that Flexi. Oh, this is going to be really tight. I might have grabbed too much. There we go. I might have gotten too much hair. I think I can make it work. Yeah. All right. Hang on, let me go get a little less hair that time. You just go in one side, come up the other. Now my bun's probably falling apart. All right, so, all right, that one was a little messy. But by going in, you're not encapsulating the whole bun, you're going in one side, coming up the other, so you're just grabbing the middle part. This one might take a little bit of work, but basically you have the bun held with one. So, and I will say with most of these, 9.5 times out of 10, when I pick up the mirror and I look, I'm like, oh, that's all right. A couple times I'll have to redo it, but most of the time it's like, oh. I've even had some of these styles came about accidentally when I was trying for something else, and then looked at them like, oh, wonder if I can do that again, because that's how I found a lot of the styles, so they're fun to work with. Let's see, a tail flip up. Oh, okay, I'm trying to remember all these little names that I call them. So if you by chance can't find this video again and you want to see how to do a certain style, I have most of these on this Facebook page, on my public page, and on my YouTube channel, so you can always catch them there too if you miss them. So this I'm going to do, I call it a flip up or a flip under, but a ponytail flip. I'm looking to see what I want to use it with. I'll use another one of my favorites. This is Montana. It's all shades of blue. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so you start with a ponytail, and then I'm going to fold my hair up like this, and then I pull that loop, so I've got that loop of hair underneath, and kind of leave that there, and then I'm just going to go around and encapsulate that. Put the twist through, then it's kind of like a drop bun, and then you can adjust your tails, pull them up however you like, but that's kind of like just a drop bun, but it's a flip. Then if you would like, you can also do it the other way and keep the tails underneath and have a neater, more sleek bun and do it that way. So those are two options that will work. And now let's see for the small. Okay. I still can't remember what the simple twist tails out was. Oh, yes, I do know. I'm sorry. For this one, I'm going to do the copper rose bow. So it's kind of a double bow. I see Heather, I use the claw clips a lot because of less damage than elastic hairbands. My question is, oh, and then the question runs out. Can you help me out, Becky, with Heather's question? I will get right back to you. She's refreshing for it to get the questions. Okay.
Do these clips work well for layered hair?
For layered hair, yes, and you just have to work with them and play with them and find your size. It's a little trickier. Some people who have very layered hair need a smaller size that will hold the hair in. But I have found, especially with layers, if you use the trick of twisting your hair with the layers and then do whatever you're going to do, it tends to hold those layers in a little bit better. And sometimes if you use product, that will help give it some texture. So I know am I too awful bright? Here, let me turn that down a little bit more, see if that helps. Okay, I think it will. So by twisting, you can get some help with those layers. Okay, now here's the other simple twist I was going to do with the copper rose. So I'm going to do like I did before with the French twist, only I'm not going to go all the way up. I'm just going to take this and twist it up once, okay? And then I'm going to go across most of that and grab hair from the other side. Then I can take this little bit and kind of pull it apart, leave my tails out. This is another one I like to do when my hair is curly. I think it looks better with curly hair because you just kind of have a mess of curls and then it holds it really well. So that was the options. I think that was it for smalls. Oh, and I didn't mention there are so many ways you can do a half back. Because I think I did a half back. Did I do a half back, Becky? I've got Becky here, a friend of mine, helping me out. Did I do the half back? Yeah. So when you take just half back, okay, you can do this so many different ways. So like this way I have it all kind of neat, all come together. I can also just take the sides. I can twist them. I can braid one side. I can braid two sides. And depending on how high you pull it up, you get a totally different look than if you pull it back low. So there are so many different ways you can wear a half back. And I've got some tutorials on that as well. And there's also, well, I'll wait because I'm going to show you that with our mini. So I am going to show you another way. Okay, so that was with probably what would be your main size. If you have really thick hair, probably a medium. I have average, probably thick hair. It's not thin, it's not thick, just kind of average. It's the small. And a lot of people think, oh, my hair is really thick, I need a large size. Be very careful with the sizing because they hold so much more hair than you think you do. Most of my exchanges and returns that I do for people who I didn't size personally are for a smaller size. Because many people, I try and encourage people, if you're gonna err on the smaller side rather than the bigger side, because you'll be able to do more with it. Because if it's too big, you're really gonna have trouble being able to do anything with it. But if it's too small, there's still lots of stuff you can do. But we'll make sure you get the right size. And Lilla Rose has an amazing return and exchange policy, so there's no worries there. We'll get you the right size that works for you. So I don't want that to scare you off, but just realize they do hold a lot of hair. So just be careful. And if you have questions, let me know. I can talk with you. You can send me pictures, and we can talk about your hair, and I'll help you figure out your size. So that will not be a problem. Okay, the next one I want to show you is the medium, and I'm going to show you there are a couple ways I can wear a medium. Most of the time I'm wearing a small to extra small or mini, but I can wear a medium at times. Question?
Mesh wants to know how these would work with thin and short hair.
Okay, and I am going to show you. Becky has a little bit thinner hair than mine and real fine silky hair, and I'm going to do a couple styles on her here in a minute so you'll be able to see, but they really do work. But I would go, depending on how you're going to do the styles, with a smaller size. So if your hair is thin and short, you're going to have work with the minis and the extra smalls likely. But yes, they will definitely work. I've had ladies with super, super fine hair who've never been able to wear anything in their hair walk away in tears because they could finally wear something in their hair. So yes, they will work. I had one lady who was able to do a French twist with one of our minis, and that was one of the ones I think we both cried. So it's exciting. I've had ladies that have hair that break claws daily be able to wear some of the larger clips, not even the mega, but the extra large, that were shocked that they could wear them. So all hair, when we say all hair types, we really mean it. So, and again, return policy if you don't believe me. All right, now I'm going to show you a medium, and this is a fun clip. I love this one. This was a former Flexi of the Month, and they made it permanent because we loved it so much. But it's called Winter Wonder, but it looks like the snowflake, which is appropriate for those of us under a winter weather advisory. All right, so now I'm going to do the French twist. And before, when I did the French twist with the small, I went up a little bit higher in the twist so that I could still use the small. But normally I would size up, and if you're going to put all your hair in the clip, you're probably going to go one size up from your ponytail size. But there are tips and tricks that you can get away with a smaller size if you want. So I'm going to put this in the full part of the twist, come catch hair from the other side. And there's a medium in a French twist, okay, when I'm normally a small. All right, the other one I'm going to show you, the medium, is a top knot. Now this is one of my favorite styles, and again, I probably like it best when my hair is curly, and I do it wet in the morning, and it's a great second day, even third day hair style when I don't have time to do it. It is one of my favorites, even with curly, like I said, messy wet hair. So I start with a high pony, and then I'm going to do that same method I did before where I loop it over, and then I'm just going to, actually, let me try again. I'm going to twist it and leave. I twisted it twice. You can twist it however many times you need to, but I have that loop of hair at the top. Okay, then I'm going to leave that. And now, this was one of our former Flexis of the Month. I just like the dangle. It was kind of fun. Aurora, I think it was called. And over that thickest part, I'm going to grab, twist, grab hair from both sides, fasten that, make sure that comes down. Whoops, I think it was flipped. Does that look right, Becky? Can't tell.
Yes.
Well, I guess I have a mirror I can check too. Oh, it's not real easy to see. Okay, so where it's right here, it looks a little silly to start, but then what I do is I just pull that apart. Start pulling that out, and sometimes I will pull, especially if it's curly, I might pull some ends out. This might be a little long, but just to kind of mess it up, and just for a messy top knot, I leave the ends out here sometimes, pull that through. So I like the dangle. I like the dangle clips for that because it just kind of gets lost sometimes if you don't have something that's going to come under that hair. So that's just kind of a top knot, and I'll be showing you how to do that style with all our products. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite styles, and it's so easy. And like I said, great for Well, I hope I didn't have that twisted the whole time. I might have, but that was a fun Flexi of the month. All right, now, before I get away from the smaller sizes, I did want to show you, we do have sports clips. This is the football, soccer, basketball, and we do have baseball or softball also. And these come in school colors, so just so you're aware, those are an option as well. And we have some, I don't know if I have another one of these, some that are the look of leather that I really like for simple. If you really don't like a lot of bling or your job prohibits you from wearing a lot of bling, these are great for that. The other thing, I don't know if you noticed, I also have one of our dangle ones. This is the Blossom Drops on my scarf. They make amazing scarf clips. And I'm going to show you that on one of our other, grab a scarf here. Okay, so this is your basic, I mean, it's a good size, but thin scarf. And what I do, one of my favorite ways to wear these is I make it short on one side. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, because this is about where it's gonna hang down on you, and then the rest, it's kind of like a wrap. And I'm gonna throw the rest over my shoulder, okay? Get my hair out of the way. I should have left my hair up for this. Okay, and then I am going to take, again, that open flower clip, and I'm gonna fasten that there. So it holds the clip there. It keeps it away from my neck. I can adjust this if I'm cold. I tend to keep one of these, a scarf and a clip in the car in the summertime if I'm wearing spaghetti straps, a tank top or something, and or at church or at a ball game or something, it gets cold, I can just grab my scarf and my clip, and then I don't have to keep holding it on or tie it up. It just stays. And you can also wear it with the tails down as an option. So just a unique way to wear the scarf. You can wear them a traditional way like I did with the infinity scarf there. And then lots of other ways, and there is on YouTube, I do have a tutorial with several different ways to wear them with scarves. I've even worn them with the long tunics with leggings, or on a maxi skirt that drags the ground. I've worn an extra small to kind of pull it up into a V to keep it from dragging the ground. So lots and lots of options. Another thing, and I'm really quickly gonna do something real quick so I can show you one with my a scarf, using a headscarf. I'm just gonna get my hair out of the way for a second, using a Swerve, which I'll show you shortly. Okay, so I have this one is a thinner scarf, okay, or not less, I guess more narrow. It's not as wide as the other one, so it's one of the more narrow scarves. I come up, I'm gonna take it at the top, crisscross it, okay, and then pull it down, and then I'm gonna just fasten it in the back. I'm just gonna do it quickly, knot it, okay, and then I kind of pull bangs forward like that. And then I would take, oh, I didn't bring the clip I would normally wear with this one, but you can take a clip, a matching clip that would go with it, and you can go around one piece of the band or both, but just kind of to add just something. Whoops, I didn't get that one. Sorry. You know what, because it should have been an extra small. Let's try this one. Well, this probably still doesn't go the best color. I have to find where it goes in. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go around the whole thing just because, for time's sake. Oh. Okay, so then you can adjust that where you want it on the scarf. It can go up higher. And then you can take your hair out, but you just kind of created your own cute hairband, okay? And then the tails usually hide under the bulk of your hair. So that's another option. And I have a tutorial that's probably better than this one. I'm having a hard time seeing it for that one on YouTube as well. So tons of ways to wear these, even with short hair, like super short, like pixie short. I do have a couple of things you can do with pixie short hair, so stay tuned for that. All right, so I think we got the medium. Now we're on, I want to show some extra smalls, and this I'm going to have Becky come up, and I want to show a couple styles on her she has thinner hair and really fine silky hair, and we had some static earlier, so I'm going to use the Lilla Rose it's not hairspray, it's rose water, and it is great for smoothing. I used it this evening for just some flyaways and some frizz, and I have loved it as an anti-frizz because my hair will tend to do that when I do straighten it out. So I'm just gonna give a couple little, whoops, this is a brand new bottle, so there we go. I'm just gonna do a couple just for static purposes. Okay. Oh, and it smells wonderful.
It does smell good.
It's not overpowering. I'm not a strong smell. All right, I'm gonna have you move forward.
Okay.
And then, well, actually, yeah, turn around. All right, I'm gonna demonstrate a couple of with the extra small. We showed the half back on my hair, but I wanna show you an option, and it looks so pretty with her hair too. Can you hold that a second? Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm gonna gather her hair from a half back, and I want to get it kind of all gathered together. I don't want it to see separation here. I want it to be almost like a cap here, to be all smooth to start. Okay. And then I'm going to twist it, and then I'm going to bump it up a little bit. Let's see. Well, so I have some separation, so you don't want the separation. There we go. Okay, so I'm rolling it over and giving it just a little bit of a bump. All right, I'll take the clip. And again, hopefully I'm not getting in the way here. Whoops, sorry. Oops, roll it over. Okay, catching hair. This is harder to do on other people. On both sides. Okay, so you have that little bit of a twist that gives it actually unrolled on me a little bit. So I'm going to try this again. I'm just going to stick it in your shirt there. That works. All right. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a twist. So you get, turn your head just a little bit. You can see that kind of elegant look, and then bump it up a little bit. I'm going to try this again. Okay, turn your head that way now, or so I can see without. There we go. Okay, so you have that roll, and then you can even, if you want a little bit more of a bump, just kind of grab, you need to grab not just one little piece of hair, but a bunch, and that just gives it a little bit more lift and a very elegant look for a half back. So really nice, and then you can bump it up, you can kind of do that to raise it up too. So that's just a fun twist on the half back. And then let's see, what else are we gonna do? Oh, okay, and then if I can have you faced sideways there. Okay, so now I'm gonna use it as just pulling it back like you would use a normal barrette, but we're gonna twist her hair a little bit. And again, this is the part that's great for layers. If you've got layers, twisting is gonna contain them. And I'm gonna grab hair from underneath, over, and grab that. Okay, look a little bit more that way. So you can see how pretty that is, and it almost looks braided. You could braid it back. Again, I'm not a hair person, so even basic braids frustrate me. But I'm trying to learn. There's one, I can't even remember the name. I think is it a fishtail braid that you pull, you have two strands and you come from back behind, and I don't know. I'm trying to learn it though. Let's see, and then with that same look, so we did that one kind of up here twisted, you can do the same thing, but twist it down low for another completely different look. And this time I'm going to use the iris, okay? And you just grab as much hair as that will hold, and then you have that for a totally different look. You don't have to twist it, you can just pull it low, but if you have real fine hair, you might need to go to a mini if you don't want to twist it. And then if just taking two sides, I'm just going to take, just to show you a different look. Again, just twisting, twisting. Okay, and then to do that half back gives you a much different look. And then you can do that even, just do it as a very low. You don't even have to twist. You can twist or braid if you want, but then you get so many different looks from just one clip. Now, Thank you, Becky.
Yeah,
I
you're
appreciate
welcome.
it. One of the tip I will tell you, if you have really slippy hair, which many people do, it's because texture does play a role. If you find that it's still slipping, even though you've got the right size, and sometimes that will happen depending on how you're using it, you can put an elastic band. I don't recommend elastics, very rare exceptions. These clear goody elastic bands, wrap them around the pin itself, okay, like that, and it gives it a little bit of grip so that it's not gonna slide out of the hair. So most people do not need to do that because once you find your size, it's in there and it stays all day. You don't have to keep messing with it. Were you able to share it to the other group?
To her party?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I
it's in there.
just thought to double check on that.
Yep.
So that is just a side tip for the extra small. All right, there's 2 more things I want to do with the extra small. Let's see. Okay. One of the things I want to do is a bun. People are thinking, how are you going to do a bun with an extra small? Because these are pretty smaller clips. I'm going to show you. I'm going to put my hair, just wrap it around in a regular traditional bun. Okay, tuck that end in, and then I'm going to take my extra small, and I'm going to go in the edge of the bun, grab some hair from underneath the bun, and then I'm going to come back up through that bun. Hopefully you can see that, and just come through, and then that is going to hold my bun all day. So if you can see that. Okay, so tons you can do even with an extra small. That's why I say it's better to go too small than too big, because there's still a lot you can do. The other thing I want to do, which is kind of fun, is a faux long pony. Some people get extensions, so this is kind of a way to get away from that. You don't need extensions to get the look of a really long pony. All right, I'm going to just kind of stick my hair up using a swerve out of the way to start, and I'll show you the swerves in a minute, but they're amazing in and of themselves. And then I'm going to take one of those elastics like I had before. I don't use these often, but this is kind of a fun trick. I'm going to take, you can see how much hair was left, not very much. I probably could have left a little bit more down and separated it out better, but you'll get the, and I'm just going to keep that hair gathered up. I want it as loose as possible without it sliding out. So I'm going to keep that ponytail, and then, I might have cut too much out. I'm going to take this hair and I'm going to put it in an extra small, and now I'm going to use our calla lily, and I'm going to just secure the leftover hair like that, and it hides the elastic underneath, and it looks like my ponytail, even though this is up higher, is much longer. I can even do a really high pony. See if I could bend over and do it, but to give you that same elongated ponytail look. So put the Flexi in, that top part, it hides underneath, and you look like you've got the long, if that worked right. So you have a very long pony, kind of like your own extension, and it didn't cost you a lot of money. So that was another fun trick with the extra smalls. That one you would do whatever a size smaller than your normal ponytail. I feel like I keep turning this down, and I feel like it keeps getting brighter. So pretty soon I'll be in the dark. I don't know. All right, so I think that was the medium and the extra small. And you can use the extra small with a headscarf, which is the pink one we did. All right, so the mini. Okay, now with the mini, one of my favorite things to do with the mini, and like I said, I am not a braider, but if I can braid my hair when it's wet, that's about the only time. Sometimes I'll do it, and I'm just twisting right now. I'm not braiding. But I just want to give you an idea of what it might look like with a side braid. I love using a mini as the side braid. Okay, and so instead of an elastic, and it's going to roll because I didn't really braid it, so I'm just going to hold it here. Instead of an elastic, you can use the mini, and it looks so much better than the elastic. You can get elastics that blend in, but I really like the minis with a side braid. So that's an option. And then you can use it just like a traditional barrette. And if going up here, just grab a little bit of hair you can put it up, you know, high, kind of like we did with Becky. And then, or you can put it down low, just to, and I will oftentimes just twist a little bit and then bring it back just right under my ear, okay, for a different look. Just holds the hair back out of your face. This is great if you're growing bangs out and you want to twist them in just to keep them out of your face on one side. Okay, then you can do, with just a little bit of hair, you can do a half back. And when I say little bit, just a little bit. Show you here. Oh, I'll use, this is one of my favorites for little ones, the pink fairy, although I do have 2 adult friends who wear the pink fairy all the time. So, you get Tinkerbell in there. And like I said, it's just for a very small, thin half back that you can do. And you can twist those. Let's see. I can even do the bun with that, like I did before. I'll do it just real quick to prove that it can be done. And you just loosely put that bun up in there. You just need it to be secured. This is a simple, actually it's called chastity, but a real simple flower look. And again, I just grab a little bit. Your pin that you're working with is very small, so you're just grabbing a little bit, but it's enough to secure that for a bun. It'll hold all day. So that little bit will hold it. And some of it's technique, just working on getting your bun right, but you just have that much of a pin, get the hair off of it, to work with. So very fun. Let's see. And then, oh, and then I have what I call the Shannon poof. I have a friend who, actually one of our directors, high up in Lilla Rose, this is her traditional hairstyle. She did a half back, just using just a little bit off the top. Okay, and this is great when you want to keep some hair around your face, and you don't want to pull it all back to keep it. Now I feel like I'm in the dark again. But you can secure it with, I think I might have gotten too much for a mini. You can do this with an extra small or small, depending on how much hair you take. Okay, so I'm gonna do it with, there we go, the Winter Wonder. And I'm just going to secure that little bit of hair, okay, like that. And then I'm gonna take that and just pull it up just a little bit, give it the little bit of height, okay, a little poof, okay, and then just kind of smooth that out, but you can see how that works. And then you still have hair around your face, but you still have something pretty in your hair. And then lastly, another way you can do a bun with a mini, or this will work with an extra small too, is with a Celtic knot. Okay, now a Celtic knot is a little different than a traditional bun. You're gonna make the OK sign with your hand, okay, like this, and then I'm gonna wrap that hair underneath the 3 fingers. Then I'm gonna come and I'm gonna grab this finger, and it's gonna pull that hair up through. So I'm holding on to that loop of hair, and I keep losing my Flexi. And I'm gonna put the pin through that loop, and then I'm gonna secure hair from, again, outside that twist to secure it. And then it's just a little bit different. The bun looks a non-traditional bun. It's like I said, the Celtic knot, but it's secure hold all day. And it's just another fun way you can wear a mini. So those minis are awesome. Okay, so I believe that is the end of the Flexis, unless I end up coming back to it. So I'm gonna scoot those out of the way so I won't be confused anymore. Okay, there we go. And now, let me know if you have any questions. Oh, Terry loves her Flexis. Oh, Terry is one of my best customers. Which, by the way, I got your Charlotte and your Winter Wonder now. Let's see, U-pins. Okay, so these are probably, well, I'm torn. Now I like everything, and the sticks and everything, but the U-pins were the second thing I got attached to. My daughter fell in love with them first and figured out how to use them first, but now I do too. So I mentioned the Flexi of the month. Well, they usually release something with the Flexi, and the U-pins they released this time matched, and they're beautiful. There's a smaller one and a larger one, and I'm going to show you the basic styles that you do with the U-pins, are, that I usually show people first, are a French twist. And again, I just do this quick, easy French twist, tuck the ends in, like so. And then the U-pins are curved. Well, they're called U-pins because of their shape, and then they're curved to go along with the shape of your head. So you put them in the direction the opposite you want them to go, and then you flip them and they come back. So I'm starting with the pin curved up, like so. You can see the pin. Then I'm going to grab hair from outside, keep contact with my scalp, roll it over, and push it in, okay? And that's going to hold really well. It'll hold with one typically, but you get two. So of course we want to use two. Okay, so there, I don't know if you can see that. And tell me, Becky, if I'm...
It looks good.
Okay, so that's a French twist with the U-pins. Now, so it makes it look easy. They really is. Once you learn the technique, it is easier. It did take me a little bit of practice to get used to these, but now I love them and they're super speedy. All right, now I'll do the same thing with a bun. Okay, I'm going to just do a traditional bun. Just wrap that around. Now keep in mind, when I say I'm not a hair person, I really am not. Now I've become one kind of just because of Lilla Rose, but it doesn't take a lot of skill. So again, I'm going in one direction, grabbing hair, flipping it over, and pushing it in. And then with a bun, I traditionally do one on one side and one on the other, okay? So there, bun with the U-pins. Okay, now those are the ones, the Flexi of the month, or U-pins of the month, I should say. Those are the two kind of basic go-to styles for me, but there are other ways. So the other way, let's see, what one do I want to use? I think these came out in December. I don't know if you can appreciate those, the rhinestones and Starla, I think they were called. Now, before I did kind of like the half bun, half pony, and that's another one of my favorite go-to styles with a lot of the sticks and the U-pins. So I'm going to start like I'm using a bun. Okay, so I have that roll here, but I'm not going to keep going. I'm going to leave that tail out. I'm going to take the U-pin. I'm going to catch the edge of that roll, grab some hair from outside, push it in, and I'm going to grab my other one, do the same thing, okay? And so that just kind of leaves a fun, you know, kind of like a high pony, but with a twist, okay? So I call it half bun, half pony. So again, all day hold, and they will stay put. All right, what's next? Let's see. All right, a ponytail. So you're like, how in the world are you going to do a ponytail with U-pins? Well, we will see. I'm going to grab hair. I'm trying to stay out of the way so you can see. I'm going to grab some hair from underneath, and then I'm going to twist that around to encapsulate. Let's see. I'm trying to get a feel without a mirror. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But you create a hairband by wrapping your own hair around your ponytail. And you need to be a little secure. It can't be too loose because you have to have something to grab a hold of. And I'm going to use our dogwood. I really feel like I'm, wish you could see that better in the light. I need to work on that, figure out how to get that. But they're really pretty dogwoods. So again, I want it to end up curving with my head. So I'm going to take a little bit of that band. It doesn't have to be a lot. Grab hair from outside and slide it along my scalp. Keep losing my pins. Then I'm going to go to the other side, grab a little bit of hair, and then slide it along, and then you have a ponytail with just the U-pins. No elastics, no headaches. They really, really work well. So I love this, just a fun style, and you can change it up. They have big ones, they have little ones. We have some, you know, that are tiny. This is just like a rhinestone, I think Aurora Borealis. We've got, this is another fun one, the daisy, etched daisy that I like. They're kind of oval shaped, all silver, but kind of remind me of Brighton jewelry. Rhinestones. We've got some sapphire. So lots of fun. Then, let's see. All right, the pony roll. Now this one, I can only get to stay for, I'm gonna be honest, I've only been able to get this one to stay for a few hours, because if I used bobby pins, I'm sure it would stay all day, but I usually don't use anything but the Lilla Rose accessories. But with a pony roll, okay, you start with it kind of high to a side, and then you're gonna roll, keeps like just turning that in as a ponytail, okay, so that you have that roll. It's almost like a sideways French twist. And part of it may be the way I roll it. But let's try, we'll try the Winter Wonder that we have. I can, trying to get that off. The light's not making it possible. And now I let my roll loosen up. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to grab that edge, grab hair from outside, and slide it along. Actually, that feels really secure. I should try this. I haven't tried this in a long time. I should try it again now that I've gotten better. Okay, and then you just grab some of that roll, grab hair, and then just slide it along. And then you can even make that, turn that into like a side. Oh, it's kind of sticking up there in it. All right, it still needs work. But if you've got a lot of hair, that feels really secure now. All right, who knew? Okay, so you can do that. Oh, I missed some here. See, this is why I'm not a hair person, but I bet you could do it. So the pony roll, that's gonna be the new one I work on. So be watching for a video if I get it down. I've seen other people do it. I know it can be done. Let's see. High pony wrap with, oh, yes. Okay, now I'm going to show you that top knot again that I said I do with every accessory, just about. All right, so I'm taking, again, a kind of high pony. I'm taking that loop, creating the loop to put up here, leaving my tails out. Again, this is one I like when it's curlier. Let's see, I kind of want to use a bigger one, so I'll use the dogwood again. I just catch the edge of that roll right under the twist, and with this one I only need one U-pin, and I just slide that along there, mess that up, pull it out if needed, but really just kind of mess that up. One U-pin all day hold. Okay, so that's just kind of fun. I might have gotten that one a little too high, but some people like them right up on their head, so you can do that too if you like that. So again, the top knot can be done with just about everything. So dogwood, that was the dogwood U-pin. All right, now let's see. High wrap bun with U-pin. Oh, okay. So speaking, I'm going to do one more ponytail, which is another high. This one I just found out this year, and I love it. When I saw it done, I'm like, what? All right. So high pony, and again, I'm going to take out just a little bit of hair. Okay, section it out. Actually, I got quite a bit that time. We'll see how it works. And it varies from time to time, so. But I'm going to wrap that around my ponytail. Okay, and I leave the tail down underneath so it's not going to stick up. Hopefully it won't. We'll see. And then this one, I'm even going to use just the very small. This is the Aurora, just a simple rhinestone. And I'm going to go into, you can see the band here. I'm going to go underneath the band, and I'm going to come up just before the end of the band, right there. So there's a little bit of band underneath. Go up into my hair out here, touch my scalp, keep contact with my scalp, and push it in. And that gives me a high wrapped ponytail. Kind of sticks out, and you can work with it with the angle. I feel like my pin angle there. But that will stay very comfortably. Again, no elastics, and you get a fun high ponytail. So lots of ponytail options, even with our U-pins. And this only takes the top knot, and this one only take one. But you do get a set of two with our regular traditional U-pins. So you'll have two to work with and play with. So, but if you lose one, all's not lost. There's still things you can do. All right, so one more thing, and then we'll be done with the U-pins. If you've seen these ponytail hats you can have with a hole in the top, you can put on. I'm not going to take the time to put this one on, but I do wear them a lot with ball caps. So what I'm going to do to show you how I can incorporate, and I do this with several things. You can do it with Flexis, you can do it with any of our products, but I'm just going to put the hat on. Okay. All right, so my ponytail's out, but I don't necessarily want it on my back. I want to keep my hair up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to twist it in a loose bun, and then I'm going to use a Flexi. Just grab part of that bun, go under the cap, push it in, and then do the same thing on the other side. Grab part of that outer edge of the bun, go under the cap, grab some hair, push it through, and then your hair is up. And also, if you're out on a boat, somewhere where the wind can catch your hat and take it off, this will help lock in your hat so you won't lose it. There's been a couple times that I've lost hats, so this would have helped. So another option for using U-pins, Flexis. I do this a lot with our other large U-pin, which I'll show you. You'll get the idea. And while we're talking about hats, one of the options I didn't show you with the smaller sizes, if you have one of these head wraps or just even a knit cap, put that on really long. Okay, just like so. Okay, but you want, maybe you have short hair and you want to be able to, first I put away all my clips. I couldn't use them. You can actually add just an accent. Flexi. Oh, Alexa heard me. Thought I was talking to her. I was not. So you can decorate your hats, your knit caps, head wraps. You can just add a little bit of bling to those. And it will also keep, you can get hair if you want, or put it in before you put in your hair if you don't want to grab any hair with it. So that's another option. Okay, I think that's it for the U-pins now. So moving on from the regular U-pins. Now we have special U-pins that we call Swerves. How are we doing on time? Oh man, I've got to hurry. I'm sorry. Now we'll keep going. We have these, I call them, they're magic. I just love them. If you don't have a Swerve, if you're already a Lilla Rose fan and you don't have a Swerve, you need one. They come in 4 finishes, the gold, silver, black nickel, and rose gold. And I'm just going to show you the main reason people use them are for the most comfortable buns out there. I can just loosely wrap my bun. I'm going to use the rose gold. Catch the edge, go under, same technique as all our others. Come up just enough to grab hair on the other side. Loosen that up. And it feels like there is nothing in your hair. Nothing at all. I just love these. These are great for people who can't wear a lot of bling in their hair because of their job, or if your jewelry's really busy and you don't want a lot of busyness in your hair. So you can use a Swerve. Okay, catch the edge for a French twist, flip it over and in. Okay, now at this point I want to show you the styles, but I'm not going to worry too much about technique because we can catch the other videos. I just want you to be able to see how many ways you can wear these things. So that's the traditional Swerve. Then they just came out with decorative Swerves. We've got the freestyle, I think Penelope with pearls, and then they've got the jewel tones. And I'll just show you the one of my other favorite styles with the Swerve is, again, that half bun, half pony. Okay, and I just catch the edge of that twist, grab hair from outside, and put it down. All day hold. So simple, so comfortable. So that's the Swerve, and those are decorative. Now I know right now I think these are out of stock, but hopefully they will be back in stock soon. So those are the Swerves. You can do a regular bun, a neat bun. I showed you the French twist. They're great with hats, and again, I can do that top knot style very easily with a Swerve. So I'll do it with the gold this time. Just catch the edge of that knot, flip it over, and then you can mess it up, pull it out, however you want for your top knot. So those are the Swerves. So comfortable. I hate to short them on time to hurry, but because they really are magical. People who don't wear anything in their hair love those. So those are the Swerves, which is the long U-pins. We also have, and you can do the same styles with our traditional long U-pins, which have our shaped U-pins. We've got some hammered. They have the different finishes, like fox triangle, the squared, the rounded. Those are options too. They just don't, as opposed to the Swerve, they don't have the hourglass shape. They're a little bit longer, but they do the same thing. So those are the large U-pins. Okay, now for sticks. All right, we've got page. I'm gonna do just a couple quick stick tutorials. And I did another on Amanda's party. There's a whole video on the leather 8s and the beaded 8s and the braided 8s and different things you can do with those. So I'm just gonna show you one style, a half back with the beaded 8s. So for those of you who might not have caught that video, again, they're flexible, but they don't have the pin attached. You use them with our sticks. And we have metal sticks, and you can see all the different sticks we have. There's just tons of options with that. So I'm just gonna show you a half back with this one. And again, you can do that top knot. You just slide it along, okay, for a half back. And if I wanna do kind of that flip twist, kind of just twist it once, I can do the same thing, okay? And then just kind of mess that up. Again, I like it better with curlier hair, but you can get the idea of that one. Okay, now, one of the things I like to do with the sticks, and again, this is kind of my go-to style, my first one, so if you're just starting out with the U-pins or the sticks, I will tell you it's beneficial to start with damp or wet hair to get the knack for it. That's how I started. Now I can do it with dry hair pretty much on any day, any time, but to start out, it really helped to have damp or wet hair. So this is that half bun, half pony look, and I'm gonna do it with the sticks. It has the same technique as the U-pins. You come in one direction, whoops, grab hair, stick it down, and then I'm gonna use 2 for this, so that you can adjust those and have your tails out. So you can have the sticks. And the thing I do like about these sticks is that they are a little bit shorter than your traditional chopsticks. So you don't see, unless you want them, you don't typically see them sticking out like you're an alien, but coming and going. So I like that they're a little closer to the head, just for a more polished look. So that is an option with those. You can also do, I'm just gonna do these really quickly, same, that cheap French twist I do. I'm just gonna you go in one angle and then come back the other angle to hold the French twist. So you can do that. You can do a bun, I'll do the Celtic knot because I do love that one. So again, I'm gonna use that OK sign, bring my hair around, grab it with my finger, and I've got that loop. So now I'm going to take, here's one with pearls and kind of clear stones. I'm gonna catch that loop that I had on my finger, go out, and then just come back, just catch hair on the other side, and then I've got a Celtic knot bun with just a stick. Okay, lots and lots of options. Okay, here's one of my favorite. It's called Karen, and it looks like stacked rocks. If you're a hiker or a camper, backpacker, you'll know what that is. All right, with this one you can do with your full hair or a half back. I'm gonna try it with a half back to start. And what you do is you just take your hair, lay it over the stick, and then you keep that stick close to your head, but just spin it down, and then just stick it, stir it up, and then you have like a little knot there in the half back with the stick. And you can do that with your whole hair too. Okay, if you want to do it with all of your hair, same stick, of course I just lost it. Bring all of your hair over, spin it, and then bring it up through like that. So lots of options. And again, you don't see the stick really high up. You can see it just barely, but it looks really cute. Again, all day hold. And again, practice with damp hair. Now with the sticks, they are wooden, so really wet hair might make the wood swell a little bit, so you do need to be careful with that. And when you're handling them, make sure you're holding onto the stick, not the decorative part, because it can break off. They are very, very sturdy, but just be careful with the stick and hold on to the wooden part. All right, let's see. Okay, all right, the lotus bun. I wish I had a little bit longer hair. My daughter can do this beautifully, but I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, so with this one, this is one John Dorsey taught us at one of the festival or regional trainings we had. And I just do start with a regular bun, twist it. You need to at least be able to go around twice and that's what I can just barely. So, and you take that top donut, that top part that you started with, and you fold it down. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll see. I'll take this one. I'm going to use one of my painted glass bead ones. And it kind of creates an 8, and you want to go in that top hole of the 8 and come out the bottom. If it worked. Okay. Now mine's probably messy. I think I've got layers probably sticking out. At least I did when I tried earlier. But if you have longer hair, it just makes a beautiful 8. But you just take that top, the first roll that you created, you went under the other one, just lift that top one. If you can get around 4 times, if your hair is really long, you still just take that top roll and flip it to come down. All the rest stays underneath, so it will stay really well. So that's called the lotus bun, which is kind of fun and different. And you can even do that sideways if you want, like a figure 8. You just start, maybe you might want to put it just barely to one side and then flip it and do it that way. Let's see. Spin up, twist, full twist. We did that. Oh, the ponytail wrap again. We can do this. Now you can do it the traditional way. This is gonna be a little bit of a mess. Let's see. I'm gonna wrap that. Come around. Now I can just go catch that, go in and come through and hold it like that. But one of the neat ways that I found to do it, if you go in underneath the front, if I want the whole thing, come up, grab some hair, and then come back through. Let's see if that worked. It just kind of looks like a messy knot, and I kind of like the look of that one. That one takes some practice, but you can go straight through and secure it kind of like you did the U-pins, or you can go over the top, go in, grab some hair, and come back, and then it just kind of looks like a twisted knot, messy knot, which I kind of like that. So that was another way you can do a ponytail. I did the 2 sticks, and I showed you with the leather. Now just so I'll show you some of the leather options with the 8s that I talked a little bit about. And they come in different sizes as well. They come in 5 sizes. Now the traditional metal flexis come in 7 sizes. The braided 8s and the leather 8s, this is one of the megas, or the extra large, or extra large, or extra large. I can't remember for sure which, but the pink, all colors. I've got camel, cream, and then we have a few of the beaded ones that go with our sticks. So those are the sticks. Okay, now the bobbies are what I'm going to do next, and that is our customer special. If you spend $40, you get a set of bobbies for free that you get to choose from, and they have a long list that you can choose from. And the reason you may want bobbies, I never wore bobbies before. I wasn't a fan of bobbies because I didn't like the pin showing. But one of the tricks you can do with our bobbies, which is kind of fun, if you don't want the pin showing, whoops, started to do it. Yeah, that's right. Start with it upside down. Okay. Okay, so you can see that upside down, and then I'm going to flip it up and angle it back toward the twist. Okay, so then the pin hides in that twist, and you just have the decorative part showing. So this is another great trick if you're growing your bangs out. I'll do any of these flexis come in the leather. Yes, the flexis with the all metal, the closest we have to all leather are the leather look ones. And then the leather, these leather come in all kinds of colors. They're called Flexi 8s. So they need an additional stick to go with them for them to work. And we have all kinds of options with the sticks with that. Did that answer your question, Heather? There are multiple, we have black, camel cream, and traditional leather colors, and then we have lots of other colors. I'll show you just briefly to show you the options we have. Okay, this is what I have at my show, so we've got some color options, and it's great. I don't think I mentioned that, again, you can mix and match school colors. So I have a gold and a blue for WVU, and then I have a black one for Steelers, which they both stunk it up this year. So, but I'm still wearing my gold and blue and my black and gold colors. So that's another option, is that you've got some color. Oh good, I'm glad that answered your question. So there's quite the variety. If you click on Amanda's link, you'll be able to see under, if you type in 8s or leather, it'll pull up all the things that we have that are leather. They've got some great search. We have a new system that you can search through different things like that. Okay, so this was the bobby pin trick. Now when you take them out, I will say, these are the strongest bobbies you are ever going to experience. You want to be careful taking them out because you don't want to lose any hair. So what I do is I put my thumb on the end and I'm going to squeeze that hair down, okay, and that kind of opens up the bobby pin. And I pull it out, but see there's still hair in it because they're so tight. I put my thumbnail in it before I pull it away, okay, so I don't want to lose any more hair than I have to, but they're going to stay put all day. That's what's so amazing about these. All right, I'm going to show you 2 more tricks with the bobby pins that I probably would never wear bobby pins if it wasn't for these 2 things. Okay, so again, I'm going to take some hair and I'm going to wrap it around. No elastic needed. I'm going to wrap that hair around, leave that last little bit underneath. Okay, so I've got that hairband. Now I'm going to take one of our bobby pins that are decorated the whole way down, and I'm going to slide that along that band. Okay, now that's going to hold my ponytail all day without any elastic, without any headaches. They really are super comfortable. So I'm going to, okay, that little piece, that's straight. If you have the end piece, if you can secure that in the beginning, it's probably helpful. But we're going to ignore it for now. Okay, then I like to put a second one kind of parallel to it. And we have some that are really cute arrows that you put different directions so you can come underneath one direction and down the other. That's an option. Another fun twist, which this is one I just figured out recently. I'll just show you real quick. It's my last bobby pin. And don't forget, like I said, the special of the bobby pin is the bobby pins this month. So if you spend $40, you will get a set of bobbies for free. So it's a great deal. Oh, wait, if you want to do this, you need to leave out a little bit of hair to start, okay? And then you're going to do that flip like I did before, okay? I'm just going to create that loop there. And then I'm going to take the hair that I got before. I twist mine a little bit just so I have something to hold on to. Then I'm going to wrap it around that flip, okay? Then I'm going to, let's see, I'll try it with the pearl that go all the way down. Now this takes some practice and I'm not sure. I'm going to grab a hold of that what I wrapped to secure that. I'm going to go ahead and get the other one on there before I let go. Okay, so I've got that kind of on the side, and then I can pull that loop down where I want it, kind of pull it out. Then I can kind of place these where I want it. But just another unique way, fun. It can be messy. You work with it a lot. You can probably get it very neat. You can flip under, flip over, or flip up like I did. But just another unique way, not to wear elastics, but to do something fun with your hair to keep it pulled back without a headache. So that's another fun option. Okay. All right, that's it for bobbies. Now we're coming down the home stretch now, ladies. Okay. Oh, 2 more bobbies I just wanted to show you that are my favorites. Just different types of bows. We've got the real simple bow and then the blingier Adora bow, I think it's called. So those are fun. Now, oh, and before the other special, while I'm talking about the customer special, we have another special this month, which I'm just going to mention briefly. If you are loving these products and thinking, I love everything and I need one of everything, then you may want to consider joining my team. And this month, it is normally $125 for over $300 worth of product. This month, through the end of January, it's $99, and you get all of this. 2 hairbands, 2 of the leathers, 8 different flexis from mini to medium, 2 sets of U-pins, a set of bobbies, 1 of the large U-pins, 2 hairbands, and a decorative stick. So you get all of this for $99. It really is an amazing opportunity. Now I joined just for the discount, but could not help myself from sharing it with ladies like you. So just something to consider. We do not have monthly quotas. We do not have quarterly quotas. They do ask that you have $29 a year retail come through your website. So $29 a year, you'll probably have that in your first month easily, and then some. So honestly, that was my first question, or what are the quotas, when she asked me if I wanted to sign up, because I did not want to commit to anything. But the discount starts at 30%, it goes up to 45%. And we have an amazing support, and I really couldn't help myself when she said that, because I knew I would buy $29 probably a month. So it's really paid off for me. So just something to consider as we move into our last product, which are the hairbands. Now our hairbands are unique in that they come with an elastic to match the color of your hair. So some people think, well, we need to match it to the hairband. You want to match to the color of your hair. And we have blonde, brunette, silver, and black. And they come in 2 lengths, standard and long. Here, so you can see the difference in length. And then each one is adjustable in and of itself in that. So it's an elastic adjustable strap. These are honestly the only hairbands I have ever been able to wear that don't roll off my head before I even get out of the bathroom. So I love these. I can wear them all day and I totally forget that they're on my head. So this is one of our, kind of matches the braided leathers. Okay, and I just put it on, and just to show you a couple of tricks. You just adjust that. Then I like to pull some hair forward, and then I will show you, and I pull a little bit of hair out from underneath. Okay, and that way, if I want to put all my hair up in a twist, you don't see the band. Okay, it blends in with the, that's why you want the color to match your hair. Okay, I have a lot more. I know I'm trying to cut back on time, so I'm not going to demonstrate probably all that I had planned, but I do have headband tutorials out there. There are just a couple I do want to show you. If you just want to do a half back, you can do that. Another option you have with our hairbands is that you can get an elastic, or the elastic can come off, and you can get the magnetic clasp, and then you can wear it as a necklace as well. So they double. And many are the beaded ones, and you can put up to 3 on an elastic. Okay, so that you can layer them. So I'm going to show you one of the styles with our beaded, with the beaded ones with elastics. So you're going to put it. This is called the hairband tuck. That's what we affectionately call it. Now I'm going to pull it forward over my bangs for now. I'm going to take hair from the side. I'm going to twist it, and I just slip it through. Twist it. Slip it through. I'm going to do that on the other side. Now, some people can rock the hippie style. I'm not one of them, but there are some. I've got some cute pictures in the Amanda's group of pictures with the hippie style with the hairbands, and they look great. Okay, so I kind of keep that through. Okay, I'm going to move this. I want that to kind of be like that. So I move that up on my head. Now I'm going to take this leftover hair that's out. Now I can keep wrapping if I want, but I can also take that elastic, take the hair, and I'm just going to stuff it in that pocket. Okay? And then you can secure it with U-pins, or you can secure it with bobbies if you need to, or a Flexi. This is probably, I would do a bigger Flexi, but if you wanted to secure it that would match, you know, you could just kind of secure it there, or stick your U-pins in there. But it is a fun, kind of unique style. And if you have curly hair, if I was going to do this, I probably wouldn't straighten my hair. It works and holds really well with curly hair. And you can make this as tight as you want, or as loose. And sometimes I encourage you, if you get it really tight, to kind of loosen it up to give it some fullness. So that's an option with the hairbands. All right, I think. Any other questions? There's a couple more I want to show you just because they're my favorites. This is one of our new ones, the flatter ones. Very flattering. It's kind of a champagne color. And you can wear these. You don't have to be going to a formal event with these. You can wear them with jeans. We have really blingy. Now this one might be a more formal with the silver, catches the light. And then we've also got the simple flat banded leather in different colors. We have camel, cream, and black in the flat leather. And again, some of the pretty beaded ones that can be worn as a necklace or a hairband. So lots of fun hair options. Any other questions? Let's see, Heather, love the look. Thick and curly hair, that would be very simple for you. Those seem to have the easiest time with that tuck. And when I leave my hair curlier and wavier, it holds better with that. And like I said, if you're really having trouble, you can just do that twist and wrap all the way around, okay? And then you can even leave a ponytail and just have it wrapped around the hairband. So many options. All right, any other questions? All right, I hope that this was helpful. You can click on Amanda's link if you know what you want to order. I'll be answering questions back in the party. I'll answer questions here if you continue to have any. I know some of you aren't able to watch it live and had to catch a replay. That's fine. Just I will keep looking and answering questions. I can do more tutorials if needed. So just let me know. I want to make sure I got everything, I think I did, covered. And just so you know, the Lilla rose water that I used with Becky's hair is an option as well. So you can purchase that, and it smells divine. I am not a rose scented fan at all, but I really like the Lilla rose, and we are coming out with a sea salt spray soon too for those with curly hair. So we're looking forward to that. Well, I hope this was helpful. Please continue to ask questions if you have any. Let Amanda know, and she can answer some of them. If you are around Amanda, she has a sample of everything that I demonstrated here tonight. So you can get with her to help find your size or to find that ponytail size for the Flexi. You can try the hairbands because there are 2 sizes with the elastics, and she has both. So you'll see what size fits better. But remember, we do have an amazing return policy. So if you have any issues, we can fix them really quickly. All right, well, thank you all for tuning in and hanging with me this long. And hopefully I will hear from you soon and see you later. Have a great night. Good night.